Welcome back. Welcome to episode 2 of That XFL Fan Named Mike, and I'm your host, that guy named Mike, who is also an XFL fan, hence the name. And before we get into it, I'm not gonna say it. I'm gonna point over here and just say, do that, do those things. Can you do the top thing there, and then maybe the middle thing, and then like definitely do the bottom thing. Do the top thing, and then the bottom thing, and then the middle. Just do all three of those things. I much greatly appreciate it. And before we get into it, I also want to give a shout out to a couple of my homies who are already on YouTube. That is my buddy Pigskin Blitz. That's right. He has his own podcast channel here on YouTube. And my other buddy, that's right, Lone Star, Lone Star's Lounge. And together, they do a podcast called The Poor Boys. So go out and check these guys out. Go ahead and, again, do these three things for them as well. And without any further ado, y'all know what time it is. Let's get it on. All right, and just to get into it, we are going to be covering what I believe is going to be probably the best game of the week next week, and that is going to be the DC Defenders versus the Battlehawks. DC Defenders are undefeated, and the Battlehawks are 3-1, and the only game that the Battlehawks have lost is against the DC Defenders. That's right, it was a disappointing loss, 28-34 in DC. Unfortunately, the Battlehawks did really well because they played, I believe, their first 3 games on the road. So, I mean, good on you. Good on you, Battlehawks. And AJ McCarron, that's why I can't believe I can't remember this guy's name, because he is like a former Alabama quarterback. There you go. And no, see, I only did that because I know every single time you say Alabama, every Alabama fan in the world has to be like, Roll Tide! So I was literally just giving him enough time to do that. And so moving forward, yeah, in addition to, so we got Jordan Ta'amu. Dude's freaking balling the fuck out. I love this guy, man. Super mobile quarterback. They have a really, really dynamic offense. They're really exciting to watch. You never know when this guy's going to pull an option and just run with the ball and keep it. I don't think he's going to play in the XFL next year. Some tells me he might make an NFL roster. I'm just saying. NFL roster, I think, might be in this guy's future. They got a great defense. It's kind of crazy because the first game, AJ starts right out of the gate and throws a pick 6. Bam, easy touchdown for the Defenders. I think if there was a certain thing, not to mention, this was like a turnover fest. I mean, pick 6 right out of the gate. And then DC goes down and scores again. And then they fumble. And then the Battlehawks fumble. And then the DC fumbles again. And then it just turned into this crazy fumble fest. So I think if each team was a little bit more disciplined, it would be that would have been a totally different game. It was still fun and exciting to watch, but I was like, man, this is just, if I was a fan of either one of these teams, I'd be like, yes, holy shit, yes, holy shit. I mean, it was just one of those frustratingly weird games to watch if you're a fan. But I like the Battlehawks, man. They got, I mean, in addition to this Hakeem Butler kid, holy shit. I know in my first episode I talked about how everybody was talking about Josh Gordon was going to be like the DK Metcalf of the XFL. I don't know. This Hakeem Butler kid He's freaking huge. Okay, here's Hakeem Butler. Look at that kid. He's amazing. And I watched him when they beat us by a field goal at the first game, our first home game. That's why I think I'm pretty. The Sea Dragons are a lot better than I think our record shows. Obviously, if Benedinucci can stop, yeah, I had to do it. If he can stop throwing really stupid interceptions and at crucial parts of games that we should be winning, I'm pretty sure we would be 3-1 or 4-0. So, whatever. I still have a little bit of faith in my Benedinucci. And again, don't fucking judge me. I have to do that every time I say Benedinucci. But anyway, one of my other favorite players in this whole league, Austin Prohl. Austin Prohl. And okay. Can we change the picture? Can we change it? Thank you. That's the Austin Prohl I want to remember. I like that Austin Prohl. That Austin Prohl. I miss that Austin Prohl. I miss you, man. Pivoting. Anyway, yeah. So, but that's okay. That's okay. I'm cool. I'm cool with it. You know, because we got this dude. That's right. We got Mr. Pearson, and like I said, he's this little dude. He's like the smallest guy in the whole league. He's like the fastest guy in the whole league. And you know what I think? You know what I think? I think Sea Dragon fans. What do you think? I think we should nickname this kid Lil Dynamite. Lil Dynamite. Just Lil Dynamite. He may not like it, but I think it would sell shirts. I think it would sell t-shirts. What do you think, guys? Lil Dynamite Pearson, number 3. He's like a little boomstick, a little firecracker. I love this kid, man. Love me some Lil Dynamite. So, but our game, this to me, and this has nothing to do with my bias. I think the Roughnecks versus the Dragons is going to be the number 2 game of the week to watch. And because the Roughnecks are badass. They, like DC, they are also undefeated. They are 4-0. And this last game, these guys are really fun to watch. They got a great head coach, very, very dynamic offense. And I believe they were the first team in the league this year to try the double forward pass. And obviously, it went for a huge touchdown. So, again, that's my pick of the week for the first 2 games that I would recommend you guys watch. The DC Defenders versus the Battlehawks, I guarantee you is probably going to get the most ratings. And let's see. There's some rumors that maybe St. Louis should open up the second level and try to sell as many tickets as possible because they sold out their last home game. They have some crazy, crazy fans, which leads me to a next segment. Crazy fans. This is my favorite part of football, like college football and all of that. I love going to games and seeing like crazy stuff like that. I mean, obviously when I went to the Sea Dragons game, I saw tons of this. This is like, okay, you know, lots of grown ass men running around in weird dragon outfits that are all creepily alike. I'm like, where do you find these things? Is there like a weird dragon costume store online or something I've never heard of? Because they all look freakishly similar. And when I went, there was more than 20 dudes dressed up like fucking dragons and shit. So I ain't hating. I'm just saying we have kind of a cool mascot, but then got these goofy dragon dudes running around. It's just, yeah. Anyway, but hey, at least you know. The Battlehawk fans. I was giving you guys so much credit for being these amazing fans, but you can't. Like, what the heck is going on here? Like, okay, the other guys with their shirts on and stuff, and and all that stuff. But I mean, the guy, there's always that one guy who A, he's going to dress up, and B, got to have the shirt off with the goofy wings. It just makes sense. That's what you do when you drink alcoholic beverages at an extremely violent sport. You want to show random strangers your nipples. It just makes sense. Thank you, beer. And speaking of beer, the DC Defenders, they don't have crazy costumes. No. They got the beer snake. The beer snake. Never heard of this is a weird tradition. I guess it's kind of cool. I'm not really, I mean, when the security guys in the first game like took it away, it made it such a huge controversial thing. I went on Twitter and there was like free the beer snake hashtag everywhere. I was like, what? Anyway, so the XFL literally officially came out with beer snake code of conduct. Not even kidding. So, but in this picture, if you guys look closely, there is a guy and he's got his head inside of a Bud Light seltzer case box. Which totally makes sense. Because if you're at an XFL game and you are seen drinking Bud Light seltzers at an XFL game, you have to put the box on your head to hide your shame. And Lone Star, don't fucking start. I fucking know you're thinking it. You're going to type in the comments, hey man, weren't you drinking fucking seltzers? And we were like, the rest of the world doesn't need to know that, bro. The rest of the world doesn't need to know. And now they do. Thank you. I was trying to lose weight, for the record. It's going to be bathing suit weather soon. I'm trying to get prepared for, I'm not even going to explain myself. It's just seltzers at a football game, not acceptable. Seltzers at home while watching it on TV, don't require putting a box on my head. Don't require putting a box on my head. I will take a picture of myself with a beer bottle. You don't know it's not the White Claw inside. Don't judge me. Don't judge me. Hey, but at least I got Benedicci as my quarterback. Anyway, low-hanging fruit is my favorite kind of fruit. So, yeah, with that being said, guys, I'm gonna keep this one kind of short today because I got a lot of other stuff going on. But those are my 2 picks of the week. Go ahead and check them out. ESPN2, you gotta watch the DC Defenders and the Battlehawks. It's gonna be an amazing battle of the Battlehawks and the Defenders. And then I promise you guys, I'm gonna record and do some recording at the game. And then I will probably build my video and hopefully post it by Friday. Unfortunately, Friday, I work Friday, and I also do a podcast that I publish twice a week on Spotify with one of my best friends. It's called Talkin' Smack with Greg and Mike, and we talk about all sorts of crazy, insane news that you wouldn't believe is real, yet it is. And sometimes I make up insane ideas for stuff, and then Greg has to guess which one is the real news article and which one came from my giant, insane hellscape of a mind. So with that being said, guys, thanks for tuning in. Check out Spotify. Check out the Poor Boys. POURBOYZ. Check out Talkin' Smack with Greg and Mike. And until next time, peace.